Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be doing another experiment. Now for those of you that missed the video that I released yesterday of me getting the coin that had been in the back of my toilet for 365 years back out, here is the coin. Now it has been dried off and you can see it's really got these marks that are on it really embedded into the actual coin. They're not kind of raised on the coin, they're actually part of the coin now. If you have a look closely at that design, you can actually see the detail through the black marks. So it's really interesting that it's actually kind of stained the coin, if you like. It's not just like something on there that can be rubbed off, it's actually a part of the coin now. So yeah, really cool, really interesting. Now I did put on the video that I was going to be putting this up for sale for £25 if anyone wanted it that's watching my videos, and if no one wanted it I was going to put it on the silver forum, because the whole point of the experiment is to prove that no matter what you do with silver, whether you put it in the back of your toilet, whether you bury it in a hole in the ground, whether you leave it sitting around on the table, it's always going to be worth its weight in silver. It's never going to go to zero. That was the whole point of the experiment, to show you how versatile of an investment silver really is. You don't have to put it in a capsule, you don't have to keep it in the tube. You can literally leave it in the back of your toilet for as long as you want and it's still going to hold some sort of value. Now obviously you're going to lose the premium, you're going to lose the shine potentially, you're going to have some blemishes if it's not protected from the elements, but you're never actually going to lose the entire value of the actual precious metals content. And that's the beauty of investing in precious metals. Now I've just remembered I need to keep lighting these candles, not so much the smaller one, but the larger one needs to be lit every single video, because we're doing a bit of an experiment to see how long it lasts. I'm going to light this one. Oh, there we go, managed to do it in the same match again. So yeah, that was the point of the experiment, and I was going to list it on the silver forum if no one was interested in it, but I've already had a number of people in the comment section saying that they wanted to take this coin off my hands for £25, and I didn't really expect there to be so many people that were interested in it. So now I'm going to have to work out a way to pick who can actually have this coin. I don't know whether we should pick a name out of a hat, or I could get APM to host one of his famous duck races, or I'm not really sure exactly how to do it. But what I'm going to do before I actually sell this to someone, I'm going to send it away for grading. I thought it'd be quite interesting to see how it grades and what it comes back as. So I will do an update video when I get this back after it's been graded, and then I'll work out a way of picking someone from the comment section to purchase this for £25. And that will be the experiment concluded. It will prove that no matter what you do to your silver, whether you throw it around without wearing gloves, whether you put it in the back of your toilet, whether you bury it in a hole in the ground, whatever you do to it, it's always going to hold some sort of value. Now I also wanted to start another experiment. I'm going to keep this one running for a whole 365 days as well. We've already got one that's still going, and that is the silver that I buried in my back garden. I actually buried 2 silver Britannias, and it's around about 2 years ago they were buried in my garden. And there is a video on this channel. I will leave a link to it actually in the description of today's video, so you can catch up on it if you haven't seen it already. But we still have another 3 years to go on that experiment, because I want to do 5 years in total of them being in the ground, in the mud, in the garden, just to see what the soil does to the actual coin. And again, I'll be looking to sell those once I dig them up, again just to prove that there is still value whatever you do to this stuff. Now the next experiment we're going to do is I'm going to freeze a American Silver Eagle for a whole year. And I thought the best way to do this is I've already filled up a container nearly to the top with water. It started melting a little bit while setting up the filming backdrop and everything. But you can see this is solid ice, and we're going to pick one of these American Silver Eagles. I've just literally picked this up from the pile at random. Don't know what year it is. We've got a 2011 one there. You can see the condition. It's not perfect. It's not pristine by any means. But we're going to be placing this on top of here. And then what I'll do is I'll fill this up off camera. I'll feel it's already starting to melt it. Silver is the most conductive metal there is, so it holds heat, or it holds cold very, very well. You can see it's already melting the silver. But once I've finished filming today's video, I'll fill this up to the very brim with water, and then I'll add that into my freezer, and that'll be left in there for a whole year. So once it's filled up to the top and it's frozen over, we should still be able to see the silver coin a little bit through the ice. So we should be able to do some update videos on this as we go. So it'll be quite interesting to watch its progress and see what happens to it. But that's the next experiment I'm going to get underway. We're going to have a whole year of that frozen in ice, in a block of ice, and we're going to see how it turns out after a year. And like I said, we'll sell that one as well, just to show you how liquid silver is regardless of what you do to it. So then we're going to wrap the video up there. As always, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for all the support, and I hope you have a very nice day.